There are kids in this world who are different, special. In this episode, I'll be breaking down the 37th episode of 6 Months Season 4, piece by piece. Well, hello, Review Pop listeners, it's your son Mueller. Now, we are here today to talk about episode 37 of 6 Months Season 4, called Time Out in Thornton Rust. And this episode is fantastic. For starters, we visit an iconic location, and it's great hearing the progression of Angel as a character. Also, we're starting to learn a lot more about Gen A serum and how it works. This episode is really packed, and I love whenever we have a longer episode like this. On another note, at the time this comes out, 6 Months Day will be just days away. There will be a live stream on June 6th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and there is a 6-step checklist you can complete to earn free 6 Months related items. Also, the theme music for seasons 3 and 4 will premiere on streaming platforms that Friday. I can't wait for 6 Months Day and hope you guys join. But without further ado, let's get straight into this episode.
And what is that creepy old house?
I found the address in my memory banks. Apparently, Cyrus and his family spent time here before journeying to Neverland.
Right, so this is the stop along the way Adam mentioned, and it makes sense. The journey from Alaska to Neverland is a long one, so no wonder they decided to make a stop. And as the title suggests, we're back at Thornton Rust. Mind you, none of our characters have stepped foot in Thornton Rust since the beginning of Season 2, and I think we should note how important Thornton Rust is to 6 Months history. Hadn't Holiday been there, who knows if she would have ever learned the truth about herself. Also, some of my favorite episodes took place here at the house. Obviously, the house is unoccupied, and I definitely get the chills just thinking about that. There is also so much bad history at Thornton Rust, and I can't wait to see how we'll revisit that.
What I remember from our research is that the subject's need is what creates the mutation, and thus the development of a special ability.
Like when Birdie was drowning and the serum made her able to breathe underwater.
I love to see Monica do what she does best, and I look forward to seeing how Gen A serum will change Cyrus. This is a reveal that I didn't expect in the slightest, but now I know how important Cyrus will be in terms of making it home. He's shown a lot of bravery, and I can't wait to see whether or not his powers differ from Penn's. I also think that it's great that we're learning more about Gen A serum. Just so long as the subject needs a certain power, the mutations will revolve around that. But then it becomes that question of, how did Angel get her powers from birth? I think there's more to the story, and perhaps her mother has something to do with that. And, as I've said before, but, it'd be great to hear from Angel's mother once again. I want to learn more about her.
We were just discussing Angel's contribution to the research. She's here for the blood draw, yes?
That's correct.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to examining the mutations in your DNA, Angel.
I think Angel enjoys being involved with something, even if that means blood samples. Unlike before, she's not being tricked into giving up her blood. She trusts the Anders, unlike Dr. Whittier, and she knows she's doing the right thing. Angel's involvement with this project is not only necessary, but, as we'll see in a few clips, she'll get to know Monica more. And I think that's great. I also think the Anders have gotten better at coming up with excuses. Dr. Whittier has started to trust Monica, and that's very important. She needs him to trust her in order for them to return to their correct timeline. Either way, I'm excited to see how things will pan out.
Adelaide asked for you.
Adelaide?
Oh, of course. I'll see you soon, Dr. Purcell.
Yeah. See you soon, Cyrus.
Even though we haven't heard much of Adelaide, I can imagine she's already developing a connection with Cyrus. Monica said before that she thought it would take a while for Cyrus and Holiday to bond, but really it didn't. They got to know each other, and I think we're seeing something similar here. Perhaps Adelaide trusts Cyrus, and I know he wants to do whatever he can to help her, and that says a lot about Cyrus. I can also hear the shock in Monica's voice. She already knows that Adelaide is at Whittier Corp, and yet it's surprising to hear her name. It impacts her in such an emotional way because she hasn't seen Holiday in a really long time. And more importantly, Adelaide plays a big role in Holiday's existence. I'm sure Monica has so many questions.
A modern technological marvel.
Cool.
What does it do? I mean, besides be a house.
Try asking Thornton for a milkshake.
What an amazing callback to season 2 of 6 Minutes. Remember how over the moon Birdie was when Thornton made her a milkshake? I thought it was great, and I'm glad to see history repeating itself. The only difference is that last time Hermione was with Cyrus. I loved Hermione and thought she was so fantastic. This was said on Rewind, and I couldn't agree more. I'd like to imagine that Hermione is out there enjoying her life. Because nobody has been in the house for years, I'd imagine things are exactly as left. And as we'll see in the cliffhanger, we get to once again explore such a cool and exciting house. Maybe Dr. Whittier left behind something that they could use to make a home. Perhaps he has some time travel research that could be really useful.
Nothing says we have to get together. It's our lives. We can totally choose not to, or choose to if we want.
For sure. Yeah, free will and all that.
I loved this scene so much, and I think seeing how highly Birdie and Holiday spoke of their dad impacted Sam in a positive way. Before, this idea of her life being laid out for her was hard, but now she wants to get together with River. Only I'm not sure what's going through River's mind. He always tries to help and protect Sam, but regardless, I'm not sure what he thinks of all of this. Knowing River, the idea of free will is probably exciting to him, but I don't know if that can be said about Sam. Either way, this feels like a Cyrus being nervous moment, and I love that we're bringing that back. Recently, I've been re-listening to Cupid and the Reaper, and I've heard this wonderful cue show up a few times. It's perfect.
How did she end up?
In my time, Angelica Graves is locked away in a maximum security prison.
I see.
Gosh, that must be so hard for Angel to hear about where she ends up. But Angel is not Angelica. She's her own person, and she has free will. Also, Cyrus is by her side. She's changed, and although it probably hurts to hear about her future self, she's not destined to the same fate as Angelica. Speaking of Angelica, I hope she shows up in some form. Maybe being locked up in a prison for several years has changed her, and now she's willing to be someone. Either way, I'm glad Monica told Angel the truth. She could have lied to her, and instead she was honest. And that says a lot about Monica. You can tell it's hard for Monica to tell Angel the truth. Angelica has made such a big impact on her and her family, and yet she doesn't look down upon Angel.
That it's never too late to reverse course and do the right thing.
I want to do that. Dr. Anders, will you help me not turn into her?
The scene really hit me in such an emotional way, and both Amy Hutchins and Gabriella Scott are such fantastic actresses. I mean, I was just stunned, and I hope Monica could be a mother to Angel. Her real mother only tore her down, but now Angel has a chance to do the right thing, and Monica can help her with that. They've both been through so much, so I think it's great that they can offer support to each other. I just love how, just like Cyrus, Monica cares for everyone. Regardless of her history with Angelica, Monica knows Angel is capable of being good. Also, I love how we're doing a mini cliffhanger once again. Because there are so many perspectives, there's so much anticipation for certain storylines to be picked up.
I feel so violated. How could he do that?
Has this happened to you before?
Yeah. Actually, in this very place.
Right, so the portal brought them all to Thornton Rust. As we know, Casey, Ben, and Remy have never been to Thornton Rust, Adam's old home. And I think that's important to note that Adam feels violated, and being back here must bring back hard memories. He's been through so much, and I don't want that negativity to slip back. He's made so much progress with Remy, so it would be hard if he became evil again. I don't want that hatred to overpower him. Also just love the fact that everyone's meeting up at Thornton Rust. It's just the perfect place. Also, I love how the music cue goes from mysterious to dark in an instant. GZM really knows how to keep things interesting, and I wonder what Adam will do next.
Can we just use the door?
Yeah, I guess. Come on, guys. Let me show you around Thornton Rust.
What an exciting cliffhanger, and I think it's great. I'm curious to see what River and Sam's reaction will be to seeing Adam show up inside the house. They'll definitely have a lot of questions. Thank you all so much for listening. I'd appreciate it if you could follow the podcast wherever you listen. Until next time, this is Landon saying peace, love, and time travel.